Hello everybody, we have Skill Rush in store here with us today, and we're going to be covering some news of some new events coming this weekend, right? We do not have the calendar for June just yet, even though we are already pretty much into it, but we're going to be checking out the news that we got on the creator channels here on the official Discord, as we are going to be checking out what the rankings look like for this event in particular after the server merges. And as you can see, if I wanted to get rank 1, I would need to be getting 98,000 tickets. Damn, that is quite insane. Goddamn, I actually have 47,000 and I have a lot of gems, so I'm going to be rolling the whole thing and see what we get at. Freeze! Download Legend of Mushroom through Aptoide right now and enjoy bonuses of up to 35%. As you accumulate these bonuses, you'll be able to use them to buy things for you instead of actually using your real money like we are showing right here. All you need to do is go to Google and search for Aptoide, click on the first link that appears and download it. As you download Aptoide, it will install in your device. Once it is installed, go ahead and search for it in your device, and then within it, go ahead and search for Legend of Mushroom. Go ahead and click on Legend of Mushroom within Aptoide and download it and install it in your device. Then head on over to Google Play and search for AppCoins wallet and download it and open it up. Once you have it installed, here you'll be able to see how much bonus you currently have accumulated, and you will also be able to input my promo code Midway5 to be able to go ahead and earn an extra 5% bonus in Legend of Mushroom when buying stuff. There is a guide down in the description, and the code is also down here on the screen as well as in the description, so go ahead and get it now and start earning more value for your money. Okay, I rolled the entire thing, all my tickets and all the damn gems that I had, and I only got to 86,000, which is not too bad whatsoever. We do have, what is it, 75,281 right now, so let's go ahead and fuse up all the skills, just quickly synthesize the whole thing. It is extremely slow because I am playing on an emulator, but it is definitely worth it because I am using Aptoide. And there we go, we got to 76,628. Not a bad upgrade, we at least got some stuff out of that. Now let's get on to the news. We have the new gacha coming this Friday, if I'm not mistaken. That is going to be the 2nd of, actually it's next Monday, whatever. That's actually not the usual date for a gacha to start. In fact, let's just see what it is like. So we're gonna have a battle pass. Of course, we usually have one of those whenever there is a new gacha coming around. We also have the pinnacle race, which as you can see is going to be looking a little bit like this. And, well, we can actually make it a little bit bigger, but there's nothing too interesting about it besides the fact that you can get stuff out of it, like a mythical artifact, mount, and also a skin, right? So you're gonna have your usual gacha, right? That's what it is. There's a new artifact and a new mount. We'll check those out in a moment. You have some minigames over here. Of course, you have a leaderboard for who spent the most. You have a lucky shop, which is going to be your usual second kind of gacha. Nowadays, we always have like a gacha inside a gacha, so that is what it is. Then we have a minigame over here, rush moment, control the shroom it left and right, collect gold. Yeah, we've had this one plenty of times. This one time is going to be themed around just going down a river. Kayak versus, select a team to support and donate United Souls to win the championship. Each donation grants a random item reward. I think it's just kind of whatever. We'll see the pictures, right? So we got our usual battle pass. We already talked about that one. Here's what the gacha looks like. That is going to be the artifact, I'm assuming. And this is going to be the mount, which looks like basically just a water, what do you call that, a water bike? Anyways, this is what the rankings are going to be looking like. We got the rush moment thingy over here. Just go down the whole thing and then you're going to be getting some free rewards. I think you're going to do like 1 level per day. That's actually quite cool. It's yeah, as you can see, just go down the whole thing and get some coins and stuff. We've done this in the past. Kayak versus, select a team and then what else? There you go. So you're going to be actually donating to either of the teams. Not sure if this is gonna be like something you do throughout the whole event and then at the end one team will win, or is it like a thing that is like ending in a couple seconds after starting the match or whatever. And finally we have the announcement screen once you do login, right? And we also have the other gacha thing. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. You also have a skin over here. I think that's just like actually, that looks like a back attachment or an artifact, not sure, and that looks like a costume, right? So this is your usual gacha within a gacha that I already mentioned, right? So there we go. We have new artifact, mount, costume, and back accessory. There we go. There will be updated later, and we do have the information on those rewards down here. So there we go. I'm gonna be going straight into checking them out. So we do have the new artifact, Dancing Flows. This is what it looks like in game. 10% global attack. We'll see what the effects are, right? So let's go. Gain 6 stacks of tidal power at the start of the battle. Each blocking 6% of damage by reducing attack speed, energy regen speed, and PAL attack speed by 6%. Okay, so you gain block of damage, which we have the new stat of after the new update, which we will also be doing a video about eventually. Now, dances on once every couple seconds. Okay, it's gonna be like getting lower. Every 3 seconds afterwards, stacking 1 stack of tidal power to deal a big bunch of damage. And what else after that? Reduce the target's damage resistance by 2%, increase attack speed, movement speed, energy breach speed. Okay, so you're gonna be getting your stats back until the battle ends, stacking up 10 times. So you're gonna be getting some damage reduction through the block, and eventually you're gonna be getting the stats you're losing initially. The attack speed, energy regen speed, and pal attack speed, you're gonna be getting those back, as well as doing some big damage and reducing the target's stats by quite an amount, right? So it's alright. I think it's nothing crazy. I don't know, the new block stat was Shall See, but you actually get quite some stats out of this, right? And it's attack speed, energy regen speed, and pal attack speed, which are probably one of the most valuable ones, right? You're debuffing the enemy as well, and I think that is definitely making up for it. The debuffing is making up for the debuff you take yourself, right? Anyways, let's move on to the mount. This is what it looks like. It's alright, it looks kind of cool. Global HP increased by 25%. Is that right? Yeah, I'm reading that right. That is insane. It's always been 10%. Damn. Okay. Now, skill, Wave Commander. Gain 5 stacks at the start of the battle, each reducing the enemy's final crit damage, final pal crit damage, final skill crit damage by 4%, right? So that's 4 times 5, 20% reduction to a lot of stuff to the enemy. Now, breaks 1 wave stack every 6 seconds or after every 20 basic attacks. So the enemy is going to be getting stats over time, increasing movement speed yourself by 8% and attack by 6% until the battle ends, stacking up to 6 times. Okay, never mind. You're not gonna be losing this, so that's gonna be like there forever? Am I reading that right? No, okay, so you trade the reduction of the enemy's stats for an increase on your own stats, right? So as you gain, or rather as you are breaking those stacks you already had, you are gaining the increased movement speed, which is weird. Movement speed? I didn't even know that was a thing, really. Anyways, attack by 6%, that's really the deal about this, right? 6 times 5, 6 times, yeah, 6 times 5, that's 30% increase attack you're gonna be getting for the whole thing, and 25% global attack. I think this is one of the better mounts there is out there, man. That is a lot of attack increase, as well as a lot of debuffing to the enemy. I don't even know what the movement speed is going to be looking like, man. This is maybe a translation issue, whatever. Anyways, let me know if you know anything about that movement speed stuff. Next up, we do have the Crown of Tides, and it is a back accessory. It looks whatever-ish. I don't even know what that is like, really. Global defense 10%, let's see. Attacks with tidal waves at the start of battle, increasing movement speed by 20%. Okay, so there's like a stat where you can get your movement speed. Yeah, I remember some of this stuff. Never mind. And reducing the enemy movement speed by 20%. That makes sense versus PvE, right? Because the enemies come to you. Detects self and enemy movement speed every 5 seconds. What do you mean detect? Once at the start of battle. For every 10% movement speed increased, increase attack speed, energy regen speed, and pal attack speed by 2.5%, up to 25%. And for every 10% of enemy movement speed reduce the enemy's attack speed, energy regen speed, and pal attack speed by 2.5%, up to 25%. So that's kind of like the whole synergy between these two things. You're going to be getting the movement speed, which is going to be detected every 5 seconds, meaning that it's going to be a trigger that is going to be also checking for these other stat increases. So if you get, what is it, 5 times 8, yep, gonna be getting quite a bunch of movement speed increase, which will be turned into attack speed, energy regen speed, and pal attack speed. Now the math on this is quite complex, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be doing it right now, but it does sound that you are getting quite a lot of value out of this. And you are also debuffing the hell out of the enemy at the same time. I think this is actually a great pair of artifacts, actually, whatever you call them. Big rewards from the gachas, you know what I mean? A mount and a back accessory. The artifact itself, I don't know, man, I don't know too much about it, but the mount and the back accessory have a lot of synergy. Now this is the costume, it looks quite weird, I don't know, I don't like it too much. Global attack increased by 1%, so maybe worth getting. This is what the female version looks like. Then we have the... They actually did it. The community asked quite a long while ago to add a male version of the lamp, and they've done it. They added a semi-naked guy. He does have some whatever you call it, swimming pants on. But there we go, you're gonna have the option to have this guy show up as your lamp. So if you are into that, there you go, you can also have that happen. And that is literally all there is. So yeah, now right up here, we also have the whole new progression system that I mentioned in the previous video. We'll do a whole thing on this once I do go through it. So for now, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Expect it to be soon. Bye bye, see you later.